And now UEN proudly presents Cheese Cubed. 3 tasty bits of cheese knowledge in one compact package. First, it's cheese by the numbers. Today's number is 571.3. That's the number of cheese pounds in millions sold in the U.S. last year. That's a lot of cheese. Like milk through a strainer, these are the ways of our cheese. In this week's segment, scientist Dr. Craig Oberg answers your question. How does fat content affect the taste of cheese?
Fat content in cheese. I don't think there's really anything besides the actual microbes that we use to make cheese that has more of an effect on cheese and how the consumer perceives it. Fat. Fat, we have a love affair with fat, but yet we hate fat. But fat is an awesome component of food for a couple of reasons. One, there are a lot of flavor compounds in food, and particularly in cheese. These flavor compounds are produced by microorganisms that are not water soluble, but are fat soluble. And therefore, if you want to retain these flavor compounds and you want to have them expressed when you bite into the cheese, they have to be carried in the fat component of the cheese. So the more fat you put in there, the more flavor compounds that you can retain while the cheese is being manufactured and aged. The second thing about fat, and the thing that we really appreciate, sometimes maybe to give an example, you've put a mouthful of old ice cream, or taken an ice cream and put a mouthful of it in there, and you feel and it's gritty and grainy. Well, this is the other thing that fat does. It affects the mouthfeel, how smooth the texture is as we chew on the cheese and swirl it around in our mouth. And that's really what fat's role is: carry flavor components and make the mouthfeel of the cheese smooth, and so we can really appreciate what we consider to be a fine cheese. I'm Craig Oberg, and I'm a dairy microbiologist.
And now it's time for the queso quiz. Test your cheese knowledge. What is gigante? A. Cheese the size of a linebacker. B. Cheese the size of a toddler. C. Cheese with extra nutrients for developing countries. The answer is A. Gigante is a very large style of provolone, typically weighing 200 to 600 pounds and measuring up to 7 feet in length. Cheese Cubed is a tasty bit of cheesy knowledge brought to you by Utah Education Network with support from Cache Valley Cheese, DSM Food Specialties, Schreiber Foods, Gosner Foods Incorporated, and the Western Dairy Center. Learn more at uen.org/TV.